Welcome to the first episode of I Rate Your Visual Novel. In this series, Sean, am going to read various visual novels that are either free or cheap in cost, give you my honest critique about them, ways they can improve, and I'm just going to talk shit about them. Starless is a visual novel that was written purely for, I guess, shock value. I guess, like, people eating shit is still, something that you're not expecting, this day and age. There's no real fucking story about it, which is odd because the game has 6 or 7 different endings. I just don't understand why shock value like visual novels are still a thing in the same way that Two Girls One Cup was a thing back in the early 2000s. I don't know why people still, oh, I want to read this visual novel. You should read this book. People piss and shit in each other's mouths, and yeah, one of the endings has a dude getting his dick cut off, and that's kind of fucked up. But I didn't expect anything less. Harajuku Dating Paradise, I don't know anything about. I was not interested in it at all from what I read from the description. The game plays very fucking bad. The translations are not very good. I don't know anything about the game. I looked at the title screen. I did about 2 paragraphs worth of text and decided I have better things to do with my time. I took a cold shower and went to bed. Fuck this game. I don't know any shit about it. It sucks. Maiden Rape Assault Violent Semen Inferno is what I suspect happens when a couple teenagers decide, well, one of them's good at drawing and the other one can code like a video game. He played like Video Game Maker in high school, and he's like, I can fucking do anything. Decide to make the edgiest, I wouldn't even call it a visual novel. I finished it in about 15 minutes. Not even 15 minutes because I skipped through the whole fucking thing. The story is less than mediocre. There's no plot points. There's several plot holes. I don't even know. There's no plot. The art is shit. Nothing is redeeming about this game except that it was over quickly and I didn't have to suffer through it as much as I thought I would. Canvas 2 is an interesting game about a guy who either wanted to or is or was a painter. There's something about painting in this game. The name implies that there's painting. I don't remember much. You can romance some people. You can fuck your sister in this game. So all my friends in the Deep South, you should read Canvas 2. I really can't remember much about this game. It wasn't memorable. If anything, it was the best here. I mean, it's not saying much. Your comparison is a nymphomaniac fuckfest and teenager nonsense. So I mean, it gets a pass compared to everything else it's up against. Saya no Uta, or translated into Song of Saya, is a visual novel about a guy who gets into a car wreck and he gets some brain surgery, and everything turns into like flesh tentacles and shit, which would be fucked up and not surprising seeing as it is a Japanese game, but not in the sense that they fuck everything, in the sense that he's terrified out of his fucking mind. Finds this girl who's the only thing, I guess, that looks humanoid. They fuck. It's a cool story. I'm not gonna lie. They play the theme and the genre pretty well. The endings I dislike because they didn't go into enough depth of what happened. In one of the endings, at least. The other one, it's implied what happens. The other one's confusing as fuck, and that's the best ending because that's what I wanted to happen. I don't know. It's a good story. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It hit the spot for me. It's the best one so far on this list, and it's up there on my favorites. Not very high, but It's up there. It's a good one. You know, it's not bad. I mean, the soundtrack is really good. I really enjoyed the soundtrack. I listen to it occasionally when I got nothing else to listen to. Probably one of the best soundtracks I've listened to from a visual novel. Starless had a good soundtrack, but then again, Starless is fucking bad, and it was shitty, and I can't tell you how much I fucking hated it. But yeah, I like the soundtrack for this game.
Nice!